Hi, this is the Carpet Guy again. This time what I'm going to show you, this is kind of a different one. We're actually in the same house. If you look at our Florida stuff, this home's about 6 years old, and they have an artist. Maybe you have an artist. This particular artist loves to use everything you can possibly imagine. The point of this video is actually going to be, there's more than one way to skin a cat, so to speak, using it in regards to a stain. So I'm going to have my magic cameraman here give you a highlight. And again, I'd love to show you the before and after, but it's been several years since I did that. See right in through here, the very outline. He actually stood here and I had him looking at this for a couple of minutes and didn't even see it before I even pointed it out to him, but you can just kind of see the lines down in through here. This entire area over here was completely covered in fingernail polish. So he had brushed all over the place and had all the little things. Now I was very fortunate in this particular case that I was dealing with a sculptured carpet, but I just realized I'm going to go into my fingernail polish remover. Let's go ahead and we'll call this is fingernail polish removal 101. The absolute best thing that you can do for fingernail polish as soon as it gets on the carpet is do absolutely nothing. The second best thing that you can do is to go get a hair dryer or a heater or something or a fan and go ahead and dry it. This points out, this shows you very clearly, even though that paint's real heavy, and I mean when I first saw this it looked like a murder scene, but that paint dried on this, that fingernail polish dried on the surface, and I was literally able to cut all of this out with a very good pair of scissors. Now again, on a cut pile or a Berber, there would be, that would be a little bit more challenging, but I've even done them on cut piles and on Berbers. It's a very meticulous process. It takes a very sharp pair of scissors, but once that paint dries, you can add a solvent to it later and dissolve it and start to work with it in places. But if you put any type of remover on it, fingernail polish remover, acetone, basically all that's going to do is act as a paint thinner, and it's just going to, that's a specific Carpet Guy term. We use it very regularly. I know it sounds kind of funny, but I mean that's what it does. Like, let's just suppose we had a fingernail polish spot right here. We put a bunch of acetone on it, it would just go and just absorb itself right into the carpet. Because think about it, we have a very absorbent surface here. So as soon as we would put paint thinner on it, it's just gonna run right down into the carpet. Now, if you're a highly advanced user and you know what to do with that paint thinner, you can actually fix that. But there's more on that. You'll have to buy the book. So this is just a great example of fingernail polish on carpet. The customer didn't touch it. They knew they had a major situation. I was able to trim this out with a good sharp pair of scissors and sculpt it all in, and blend it all into the areas. And again, I've even done these on cut pile carpets where we've actually left marks where these little lines and stuff that you saw earlier in the video were actually on the cut pile carpet. So it just kind of, and I've actually trimmed some, so I made like a little leaf or a little branch, or just kind of made it look like it was supposed to be there, which for a lot of people is far more acceptable than either having to cut a big chunk out of the carpet and replace it with something new, which is very often what's done. The only problem with that is, like in this particular area here, we're right on the side of a bed, so this is a pretty heavy traffic area. Now up in here, it's not so bad. This has probably hardly ever been walked on, but this part right here is right where they're getting inside into the bed. So if you take a brand new piece of carpet and cut this in, all of a sudden, even if you lay it properly, it won't match, because you have to, you've got a brand new piece of carpet on a piece of carpet that's been trafficked for 2 or 3 years, and they don't fit really well. So this is one of the options you can use. Fingernail polish remover. My favorite tool is a pair of scissors. If you get fingernail polish on your carpet, quick review, leave it alone. Don't touch it unless you understand what you're doing with that acetone or with that remover, and then you have the ability to rinse and extract that back out, which is a fairly complicated process. Again, you'll have to check out the book. So, fingernail polish removal. Leave it alone, try a pair of scissors. This is the Carpet Guy.